Oh, besides the process,
Oh,
the snake pit process.
what about it, man?
It's crazy. The journey you've had for like 4 years.
Going on 4 years in October.
Yeah.
You kind of get it down after a point.
Oh, I believe it.
You know, as you can see, Bradley is not here, and neither is my other co-host. So it's just me and the legendary J-Bo, the boat, Ricky Steamboat, the Dr. Pepper two-stepper.
Oh man,
All of it, and one of the most mythical men I've ever met. One of my most favorite human beings in the world, Coach Aguilar in the building. Welcome to the Snake Pit for the second time, I believe, or third time, maybe fourth or fifth. I don't fucking know.
Man,
this is your second time here.
This is my second time here, but I
went to your house.
Vernon.
Yeah.
JG.
We went with that one, so that's oh fuck.
Yeah, that was before COVID.
That was the day before COVID.
Oh damn! I didn't realize that.
I like to tell that story. Well, no, because if people who are listening, if they've never listened to the old episodes, I used to do them on my phone. Yeah. And you invited me to go do it with your barber, and we had the brilliant idea of doing it while he was cutting your hair. Mm-hmm. And I remember your barber. What's his name? JG. Shout out to him. He was like, "I'm gonna take my kid." It was a week before. Because he was like, I'm going to take my kid out this week, and then we'll do spring break, and we'll come back, and everything will be back to normal. And so I think my kids here, when spring break hit, they never went back to school. Never. That was March 2020, I believe.
Yes, sir.
And the whole world changed.
Stood still.
It was it's a weird time. I do remember, like, we were there the last day. Little Woodrow's was that was a weird time. And I remember me and your buddy. Yeah, I believe it was St. Patrick's Day.
It was St. Patrick's Day,
and we were like,
hell of a time.
And motherfuckers were like sneezing and shit. And we're just like you know, those first few beers you're a little weirded out, but then after a while you're like, fuck it, you didn't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. And it was just weird. It was a weird day that day because we celebrate. We did because it opened up again. Oh, yeah, I believe St. Patrick's Day. The next year it opened up. Oh, and we went back that day. Mm-hmm. And that was weird too. Yeah. Like we were true warriors, man. We never really stopped.
It never stopped. No, it never stopped because we just kept going.
It was that was a fucking... Anyways, so yeah, we have the legendary J-Bo in the building. Coming off of how was this is your first year or second year at Post?
Oh, it's my first year, man.
The hometown. You're coaching. Hero. How was it?
Man, to be honest, bro, it was a blessing to be back home. If you would have asked me, during my college years, if I was ever going to come back and coach back home in Post, I would have said, hell no. Nah.
It was never your intention?
Never.
No? I thought you wanted to.
And what's crazy? I was chopping it up with Corbo earlier, and he's like, man, I remember a conversation you and I had that he's like, you had told me, he was like, that you wanted to come back home and that it'd be an honor and a privilege if you were to come back home and coach. He's like, now look at you now, you're doing it. And I was like, man, I don't recall that conversation. Probably too many beers,
Yeah, that's the old you.
The old me, yeah. But yeah, man, it was a blessing. Probably, I would honestly say a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, of course. Where were you coaching at before?
I was in La Mesa, man, and it was rough. Like rough.
Like the kids there,
man. It was the environment, man. Kids, and then the people I was around, the teachers and the coaches at the time, and it's just like everybody was like bumping heads constantly. It's like it wasn't like a well-oiled machine that's always constantly going.
Is La Mesa where that weird shit happened with those teachers? With like that guy, he got caught, so he killed himself. You know what I'm talking about? Is that La Mesa?
He got caught and killed himself.
I don't want to.
No, I'm trying to think.
I don't want to put like false information out there, but I do know, because there might have been two separate cases. I do know there was a guy who got caught, I believe, child-related sexual predator shit. He killed himself. He might have been the vice principal. But then there was another case where these kids accidentally took home a camera that this guy had planted in the locker room. Oh,
okay. No, that wasn't there. That was in Seagraves.
Seagraves.
Yes.
Okay. So that was a whole different fucking town.
Yeah, a whole different town, yeah.
Damn. That was a weird...
What's crazy, I met that dude. Was
he a principal?
Yeah, he was a superintendent.
Oh shit!
That dude was a superintendent. I met him last summer when I was still in La Mesa. I was during this time last summer, excuse me, I was on the girl side helping out with basketball summer league, and I was doing the books, and him and I knew some mutual people, and I started chopping it up with him. Seemed pretty cool, pretty nice, and just having normal conversations, and then a couple months come out, he did that crazy shit, and I was like, wow, pretty blown away by that.
That was the guy that killed himself, right?
Yeah, he was the guy that killed himself.
Fucking motherfucker.
Man,
that's some nasty
the education,
shit.
man. The education field is crazy. I'll tell you that. Very crazy. Man, just being there and let me say, man, it was just, oh man, it was pandemonium, man. It's just like nobody just really couldn't get along with each other, and it kind of sucked. It reflects like in your classroom and other sporting events, but just at the same time, kind of it is what it is.
Yep, well, it's unfortunate. So how did the job at Post come up?
Oh man, so what's so crazy? I had last summer I was applying at jobs, and I did get offered by a couple schools last summer, and just out the blue, a school board member had texted me and said, hey, you looking? Are you still looking for a job? And I was like, yeah, I'm looking right now. And he was like, man, he's like, Post, he's like, we just lost a lot of coaches right now. Our athletic director, he just left us, just resigned today, and we're just needing all the help we can get. He's like, would you be interested? And I said, oh yeah. I said, sign me up.
Oh yeah. Pittman, right? He left?
Yeah, Pittman bounced out.
And then now you got a new coach. Is it a whole new staff?
Oh yeah. Well, before I got there, the only guys that were still there was just the head basketball and head baseball. And then we got our new AD. And what's so crazy about that? Here's a fun fact: he was my coach when I was in middle school.
Oh, so you know him.
Oh yeah, I knew that dude. Great guy. Yeah, shout out my boy J-Dub. Great guy, great mentor as well. And he ended up getting the job, and then he texted me, had the interview, and he was like, man, just I'll offer it to you. He's like, if you want it, he's like, come take it. And so what's so crazy, I didn't tell my mom about me having this whole interview process. And so I go, I surprised her. I'm like, hey mom, I just interviewed here in Post, and it's like her face just lit up. She was like, are you gonna take it? She's like, you gotta take it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. And so long story short, ended up taking it, man. And that Monday morning, I was putting in work, some workouts.
Damn, just like that.
Yep, it was like that, man. And it was just like so surreal, kind of still is to this day. Still surreal.
Yeah. Well, we'll continue the story, but Jennifer just pulled up, so.
And I was over there, mat drills. That's what I was doing, mat drills. And then the other group was outside. They were working cone drills. And then, you had your weight room workout. Nice. Yeah, so it went well.
I wish Post wasn't so far away. I need to go work out with some kids.
Man, it's so crazy, dude. I started working out with them like this past year, and they're just so shocked to see I'm not saying I'm the strongest, but seeing me lift like heavy weight, they're like, dang, coach,
are the kids stronger than you?
Oh yeah. We got some
motherfuckers.
Oh dude, we got some strong kids out there, man. Especially just from powerlifting alone. All those kids who are squatting over 400 pounds in a squat suit, they can do that without the squat suit, literally right now. They can do that raw.
Raw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, raw.
Powerlifting.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I got weak legs. I wish I was strong down.
Man, that's what I'm trying to work on right now. My legs. I feel like that's what starts to go out when you get older.
I have the saddest upper body strength, but my legs, I'm like.
See, I'm opposite.
Yeah, I have man, no, I have been working out for 2 or 3 years now. And still, I'm 15s is a good day if I can lift that shit over my head.
Oh, bro. I mean, it's not bad for a girl. I'm just saying. There's not a lot of strong girls from the upper body.
Don't get political on this podcast, buddy. Come on.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying I wanna do the chest press, and I want to be able to at least hold the bar. No, that shit.
You can't do the bar.
No, that'll you saw me that one time when we tried to do it here. I was like.
I think it's all mental, to be honest. That's probably all mental.
I'll get there one day.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. The stone cold fact is XY chromosomes are built differently than XX chromosomes. All right, people? Unfortunately, yeah. That's just the way it is. Okay, let's just get that down to goddamn.
Yeah.
But it is, yeah, man. I
just wish I had more endurance to push that shit over my head.
Maybe if you just had a consistent spotter.
Yeah, that would help.
You think that would help you?
you could work out with me.
I'm on my own workout journey.
Exactly.
I'm back on. I've been lifting. Today's my second day lift. I don't know. Get one of your gym boyfriends to do it.
Okay, I'll go find
What about dumbbells? Do you do dumbbells?
Mm-hmm.
Or gym girlfriend, whatever one.
I just don't talk to anybody because like I'm always like, okay, here's my thing.
I respect that.
Here's my thing at the gym. I go in there to get my shit done. So like,
Oh yeah.
so like sometimes I wonder like, is 45 to an hour like not enough? Because like I'll be like, beep, 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 like in and
No,
out.
it's because like
and
those
people will be,
fools are
like,
on their
fucking
phone.
around.
Yeah.
And like I'll like notice like people will just like group together around a machine, and I'm like,
That happens all the time. I hate
or
that
like
shit.
I did legs today, so I needed to like do like the leg press, and this guy was on the leg press from my superset of squats, my superset of deadlifts, my superset of like single leg RDLs, and he was still there the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Just on the leg press, just like on his phone.
What gym was this at?
Nick's.
Oh, at Nick's. Okay, that's a pretty good gym.
I like it there.
The fighting gym, right?
How much you pay
Boxing.
a month?
I don't pay anything because I get a free membership to my apartment.
Your apartment.
Oh, for real?
Solid
Yeah,
ass
dude,
deal.
so I take advantage of that.
That's a
I get-
badass deal.
I get access to all the boxing classes, the strength training, the HIIT classes,
Dang, that's
everything.
I think Bradley says he pays 50.
50? I thought that gym was more. I
It's
swear.
like, I
But
think-
that's
I
like
really
limited.
I think it's like 79 if I'm being honest.
you know it's crazy. That's not the
59 to 79 or something.
that's
like
not the most expensive gym in Lubbock.
What bougie ass
that.
gym
There's that
is
new one
By Woodrow's, across the street from Woodrow's.
that new gym?
It's expensive as fuck.
because you have to pay
How
for
much
the
is it?
year.
It's like $100 a month.
Yeah.
But what do they give you? Is it just
That I don't know.
exclusivity?
I just think they got exclusive.
They got a
shit.
pool in there? I mean, there's a
Nah.
pool in there.
I think it's just like a really
They got a
nice
sauna?
exclusive
They
gym.
got a sauna. I heard their sauna's
They got
badass.
ice
Like,
baths.
I was looking at their packages just because I just for
Tanning bed?
shits and giggles. But they had like a package where you could like pay for your year, and it was like, I don't know, like 1,100, 1,200.
yeah, that's a shitload of money.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to do it,
I guess
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
But
just like,
also,
damn.
like I think they have like very limited hours, so it's not
That's
like even like
gay.
a 24
Yeah, it's not
hour.
Sorry not to
24
get
hours.
political.
Yeah.
See, I go through spurts of just motivation and shit, and I'm back on it. But I've been remotivated by like Arnold Schwarzenegger and all these old school cats because
Oh,
I'm
man,
like,
badass.
because I was just thinking the Woodrow's thing. I'm like, I would love to just pump some iron and get fucking strong as hell. I'm not worried about being cut and lean. Like I want to get strong now, so I can just lift and then drink a beer right afterwards.
Damn.
I don't give a two shits about like that,
Yeah.
like 6-pack and shit. Like that's diet, you know. Like when people are cut, that's diet. I don't give two shits about that anymore. I just want to get strong,
They
baby.
be strong as
I
hell,
want
yeah.
to be like an ox.
Yeah, I like
You
that.
know what I mean?
Like an ox.
I see the way my dad's built. I'm like, fuck, I better start lifting because no disrespect to you, dog. But he's a big dude, but it's fat. You're fat, brother. So, you know.
He's also older.
Hey, he's a hell of a
No
baseball
excuses.
coach.
No excuses.
I'll say that too. He's a
No,
hell
if
of a
there's
baseball
one thing
coach.
us Perez's know is baseball. I love baseball.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I'll say it's
Mine's
about.
watching it.
I'll say it's about your dad, man. He got the shit going on back in town, man.
Yeah.
Shout
those
out to them
baseball
boys, yeah.
Academy, man. He's really doing his thing over there.
Proud of that, man.
It's just kind of spurting up a little bit.
Yeah, it is, bro.
Shit, weird shit going on over there, huh?
They finally got a chicken. Was it Chicken Express?
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chicken
I
Express.
need a water breaker.
And they got a wine house. I still haven't been
Yeah,
to that wine
yeah.
house.
Oh God, I can't be putting my family out. Family members, I know, go out and doing that shit.
LOL.
Like they're like club members and shit.
I didn't even know there was a club.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's what I mean. They got like farmers market out there now.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
They
they.
be moving over there, man.
You know
What's
what?
the vibe like over there?
They need a golf course. Post needs a golf course.
You be golfing?
Bought clubs today.
How much you spend on?
$60
Oh,
used. I bought them used because I wasn't gonna. I mean, well, I got the money to spend over $500, $600 for a set, but I'm like,
Well, for 60, that's not bad at all.
no, it
You
was
gotta
it was
be
a
like
full set.
committed to golf.
Yeah, that's how I seen it.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to be very
Well,
committed.
your
And
buddies are committed, aren't they?
oh hell yeah, they're
They be
committed.
out there all the time,
Now I'm finna be out there all the time.
getting buzzed. And
Hey man, nothing wrong with a good buzz and you
dude,
know.
on Tuesdays we mow this yard at Lake Ridge, and it's got
Oh
that
shit,
golf course.
that's a badass course.
Fuck, nah, man, it's beautiful, but I get scared because I'm like, these old drunk idiots are gonna smack me because these houses, every week almost there's a broken window.
Oh,
There's
no
golf
shit.
balls in the front of the house.
Wow.
You're like this.
That's crazy.
And then on nice days, of course, they're out there golfing.
Mm-hmm.
That's your God-given right. But I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get whacked in the head, dude. I'm like, fuck this. I hate that place, dude. That's one place I hate working
For real?
at, dude. I'm like, God, I'm gonna get killed one of these days. That ball comes to hit you, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Oh, hell
Smack
yeah.
the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
Fuck
my
you
dad
up.
tell that story about that one time that his friend like fucking hit a tree and that shit like bounced back on him?
Oh, damn.
He
Yeah.
told me, and I was drunk and I was laughing. I don't think your dad understood my humor, and I was just, dude, that was because I was
No, it
imagining.
was a funny story though.
So the golf ball hit the tree
So
and it hit him?
So my dad's best friend's name is Joe, and like Joe is dead ass like 5 feet tall, like a little drunk Mexican man. And they used to go golfing.
Uh-huh.
Fucking Joe hit the shit out of the ball, and it hit the tree, and it just came right back at him.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh no!
I would've dropped down.
So no shit. When I was working, that happened. This old white fucker hit a tree.
Uh-huh.
It didn't hit him, but it bounced back, and I just started laughing. Like they were just looking at me, and I'm watching them look for the ball, and I'm just, I'm squealing. Like when I laugh, I'm squealing because it's so goddamn funny. And I know
Yeah.
they were mad at me. I was like, I gotta get out of here. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like,
That's funny.
them golf stories look fun, but I ain't got time for golf, man.
Hey, you gotta try it, bro. Golfing is
I
fucking
got too
fun.
much shit on. I recently started playing video games, so
What you been playing?
Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart
On what?
on the Switch. I bought a Switch.
Oh, I didn't know they had
None
those
of y'all
games on the
business.
Switch.
But yeah, dude,
It's
that's the
so
reason why I
fun.
bought it.
I think of the GameCube, or I think of the Nintendo 64.
It's the same shit, but better
Graphics.
Better graphics, a lot faster.
I've been wanting to
That's
Switch.
why I bought one
Oh,
for those 2 games, and we got them. We've been playing the shit out of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you can connect it to your TV, right?
Mhm.
Oh shit. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, my leisure time is now playing games. I don't want to go golf. Also, it's expensive.
Just depends, man. I know here on Tuesdays there's a golf course, Meadowbrook. It's $1 a hole, so it's like $18.
Damn.
And then there's some courses where you can take your coolers, fill it up with some brew, some waters.
But I guess that's
Damn.
one of the good things about your job is you have summer off, kind of.
No, I can't. It's like I was telling Jen earlier. Started summer workouts again, so I'm going from 8 to 10 Monday through Thursday, and after that I'm kind of free. After 10:30, I'm free.
8 to 10 in the morning?
8 to 10 in the morning.
What time do you wake up to get to post?
Well, I had to be there at 7:30 today, so I got up about a little after 6 o'clock, and left the house by 6:45 because I can get from the house to post. I can get there in 30 minutes.
Wait, so it started today?
Mhm.
So you got lucky because it was raining and all that bullshit.
What you mean?
This weekend, apparently, like some of those roads down there were shut down and shit.
Oh, wait, that was in Tahoka.
I was in Toga.
Mm-hmm.
They shut down the highway.
Yeah, shut down the highway. That's some crazy shit.
It's been storming like a motherfucker in this town, which is good, but
Yeah.
it's been bullshit. The mosquitoes
little
are
bit.
coming out.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah, so you're this was your first year at Post.
Mm-hmm.
You coach in middle school?
Middle school and high school.
What are those fuckers like in middle school?
Oh, dude.
What are those
We
dumb
know what's so
little-
crazy.
Those
So,
dumb little idiots like, which my brother is one of them, by the way.
hey, man, I love his bros, man. Great kids. There's a lot of great kids though, but it's so crazy. Like I just kind of, and I hate kind of doing this, but I've compared like Post kids to the kids I've had, like in the past. Like Lamesa and Lubbock, and it's just like you get to see how well structured these kids are back home compared over here.
Really?
I think the difference is kids in Post. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's you got a couple of kids who are, kind of, how would I say this? Not bad, but they don't have a structural home. But mostly I would say about 75% of the kids in Post have structural homes, as compared to Lamesa here in Lubbock. There's not a lot of kids who have a structural home,
Yeah.
and so that plays a role, especially in the classroom, especially when you want kids to actually listen to you or just pay attention. That played a role. So what's so crazy is like when I first like the first day of class, I introduced myself, and half these kids know me just because and it's so funny is the fact that half of these kids' parents I've basically partied with all their parents, parents or somebody in their family, and so I was just like I was like, I know what you're thinking, I was like I never kind of like really saw myself coming back home and being your teacher and your coach, but I was like I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm gonna at least be somebody that you're gonna want to look up to. Somebody who I was like, my goal at the end of the school year is to have an impact on you. I said I was once an 8th grader like you, not knowing what was going to be the next move, how high school was going to be,
Yeah.
And so like that was like my first words that I told them the first day of school. And then on the last day of school, I was like, everybody, I was like, I thanked them, and I've never thanked kids. I was like, I just want to thank y'all because I really enjoyed having y'all. Y'all are probably the greatest 8th grade class. And I've only been teaching 3 years. Y'all are probably the greatest 8th grade class that I had, because I know I've impacted y'all, but y'all made a tremendous impact on me, because y'all made this school year great.
Yeah.
Just because of, how much they listened and basically how much they bought in, I didn't have like very much trouble in my classrooms. So that was what made it.
And that's
very
good.
easy.
Like that you introduce yourself as in like, I'm trying to be your mentor here. Like, I'm trying to help you out. But also it's like that shows them that they care, but also when they respect that, like just anybody, like in any position, it makes you like love what you do more.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just kind of like, okay, there's a reason why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like why I'm showing up and pouring into these kids daily.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's all about the kids. I don't do it for the money or, trust me, I got my goals, as a coach that I want, whether it's like state rings or, kids going off to college, playing college ball, but my main goal is just for them, have an impact on them, at least where they can be like, man, Coach Aguilar, he had a big impact on me. He pushed me to be greater, helped me become a better man, better woman. That's the stuff that I live for, that to me, that's me winning in life, hearing them say that.
Yeah, that's wild, because I was thinking about that. I had a coach who was he wasn't even like school. He was a Little League coach. He is so impressionable on me that I still think about him to this day. Like, I love that motherfucker. And I was like, if I saw him in public, I'm gonna act straight, dog. I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, I seen him one time and I was fucked up.
That's wild.
I was fucked up. He was too.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, you think about that, like, I never had bad teachers. I'll say that. I had one bad teacher, but good teacher. That goes a long way, dude. It goes a long way, especially when you're young.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about that.
And I wouldn't even say like, like the people you meet, it's not really like
teachers.
What's that?
I know, I had 2 bad teachers.
Oh, 2 bad teachers.
My whole life.
It's not really like, teachers or coaches, but it's just, I feel like it's people that you meet in life that just make an impact on you. Whether it's, at your job, at church, let me see where else. Just wherever, you're always gonna meet somebody that's gonna, make an impact on your life.
Hell yeah, do the young kids listen to NBA Youngboy?
Dude, oh yeah. They got me listening to Young Boy too.
Oh man, he's a grip on the youth. He's the king of the youth.
Yeah, he's king of the youth. For sure that. What's so crazy, speaking of Young Boy, while I was coaching on the middle school side on football during this past football season, I had 2 football plays that was named after Young Boy. And, the team kind of, they like that.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, this will be good for them and relate to them, and at least it'll make them, play harder.
Was it an offense or defensive play?
It was a defensive play.
Nice.
It was like all blitz. So it's called House, and he has a song called House Arrest Things. So instead of me, like giving out the sign, I would be like, House Arrest Things, House Arrest Things. And they would just all like, turn up to it. They'd be like, okay, like they would know what it is. And there was so we have a defense that we used to run called Black. So instead of me saying Black, I would say Young Boy, Young Boy, Young Boy. And it's kind of.
Well, alrighty.
Yeah. Some good dummy calls, I think.
Jesus Christ.
You got to relate to the kids, man.
I will say this. My dad doing what he does with Post Baseball Academy and keeping them together. I'm excited to see them in high school because they've all been together for a long time. Dude. Once this new batch of kids reaches high school for Post, I think it's going to be some trouble for you motherfuckers, especially in baseball. I don't know about football.
I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of trouble in football,
them
baseball, basketball.
They're tight. I see how much they hang out through my dad. I don't watch Little Boys on Facebook. My dad posts it. But so I know, like, damn, these motherfuckers.
Great group of kids, man. I'm telling you, man, that's just what I love, man. It's just
it's good to see kids
so bought
kids.
in. So bought in.
It's really good to see kids being kids. Jesus
Yes.
Christ. Because they're out there having fun and they're playing ball.
Man, yeah, playing ball all year round, man. Yep.
I miss that. Kinda.
Kinda.
I miss playing ball, man. Ball was fun.
That's one thing I wish I knew how to coach, bro. Was baseball. It's very technical. I was, you know,
that's why I love it.
yeah, it's technical,
it's
very
super.
sound too. I was, you know, I was chopping it up with our baseball coach. I was like, man, I give it to you because, man, you have to go into a lot of detail.
Who's the coach?
His name's Coach Motto. Great dude.
Shout
Yeah,
out to him.
yeah. Shout out Motto. Great dude. Great dude, and great coach too, and teacher. He's a
Like
hell of a math
I
teacher.
enjoy like live baseball because it's fun.
Yeah, I do
But
too.
when we were watching the Tech baseball game last night, I couldn't enjoy it because I'm watching, like our catcher. He has a problem. This is gonna be technical. He has a problem when he catches the ball, he moves down, and it was fucking our plays up because if you watch the Florida coach, he moves up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're getting the strike zone as opposed to going down.
Going
And I
down.
was like not enjoying the whole game. I was like, this fucking motherfucker. You might have had a bad game, dude. Shout out to you if you ever want to come on here. But I was like, fuck, dude, come on, man. You need to fix that. Like I can't enjoy watch baseball games anymore because I like to break it down. Like
Break
I
it down.
really enjoy it. I don't have a favorite baseball team. I hate the fucking Astros. I'll tell you that. But I don't
Yeah.
have both my teams, the Rangers and the Diamondbacks, doing pretty good actually.
Yeah, Rangers killing it.
DeGrom just
Great
got put on the
lineup.
injured reserve, but whatever. They're still doing well.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like I wish, man, I knew how to coach. Man, was baseball. It's like I was telling, you know, our baseball coach. I was like, man, I can't hit a baseball. I was like, I can barely catch a baseball. Better yet, even throw it. I was like, that's one thing that I knew. I wish I was very technical and, you know, good at. You know, I'd have to learn that on my own because if I was out there. If I was out there coaching your little brothers, hell, all them kids would be coaching me.
They'd be laughing at you.
They'd laugh at me, yeah.
That little shit. Oh, sorry, God damn it. He'd be talking.
No, I'm just saying they would be coaching me because, you know, I don't know it that well. I enjoy watching it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that's one thing that I might have to learn how to do.
I wish I was closer to my brother so I can talk shit to them when they play. I just want to be like, man, what the fuck you doing, dog?
I'll tell you what, man. Them two dudes are hard workers.
I believe it. I see it.
Hard workers,
I
man.
hope it rubs off on the whole. Everybody's doing that. 'cause
Oh
it's really
man,
cool to
everybody
see.
there. Everybody's
So I'm
hard workers.
excited to see.
That's what I love, man. That's what makes me, you know, I'm excited to go to work tomorrow. I'm excited to go to workouts just because these kids were so crazy. You know, I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know why, but when I got to workouts, it's like a joy was brought to me because I saw all my boys. They were like, Coach Aggie. They're like, what's up, G? And that's what because I always call them G. And it was just like, it just kind of put a, you know, smile on my face just because, you know, how happy they were to see me. And it
You
was
like what you do.
yeah, I love it.
Sounds like
I
you
do.
love
I'm
it.
blessed,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to do what I love, you know.
Sounds like
So-
well, I'm gonna go coach a little league baseball.
I mean, you do. I mean, you should, man, because that's how I started off. I was coaching, you know, little leagues, and that's when I realized I was like, all right, you know, I think I got a shot at this.
Does the football team are they looking good?
Oh,
Looking
yeah.
like they can go back to state.
I mean, it's still gonna be a long road, but I mean, we're gonna make some
Who's
noise.
looking like the quarterback?
His name is Cruz Navarro. He's Panto Navarro. He's a great dude, great kid.
What year
He's
is
very dual threat. He's a senior.
Oh, it'd be
So he was a quarterback last year. You know, it was his first time, you know, kind of being thrown out there, but he ended up, you know, learning the offense. And then when he learned it, man, I wish I could have brought my computer up here. I could have showed y'all some highlights, some huddle.
should have.
Next time,
Thanks, Bradley, for not being here.
next time, man, I'll bring up my computer. I'll show y'all some huddle highlights, man.
I'm just kidding, Bradley. He's out there getting his teaching certificate.
Hey, man,
He's gonna be like you.
I'm trying, man. But yeah, man, he was one of our ballers, and like I was saying, Ian too, your other famo, another baller too, man. And we had a very good offensive line that we're bringing back this year too as well. We're bringing back 4 starters, and all 4 of those guys were regional powerlifters, so they're
Damn.
strong as hell too.
Damn. Shout
Strong
out
as
to them.
hell, yeah. Them boys, the hogs,
Wasn't
out in the
a.
front. Comes to a
I hope my
kid,
sister does this. By the way, hope she powerlifts.
she should.
She should.
Yeah, she needs to. It'll work out a lot for her. But you know what? It may conflict with her in wrestling as well.
I thought about that too.
Because wrestling season, excuse me,
It's like
wrestling
during
season
basketball.
and powerlifting is during basketball too. And then you have your wrestling meets on what, Thursday? Powerlifting meets are on Saturdays, or they can be on Thursdays. Excuse me, just depending. But you know, when you have somebody new that's coming into powerlifting, you don't know what to expect. You basically got to coach them too, because it's not like you go up there and you lift. There's certain commands and rules that you have to follow. So for instance, on squat, okay, well, you tell them what weight you want. You walk up there, you get underneath it. And once you get underneath it, you have a judge. So for instance, you're the judge. All right. You put your hand up and then they're basically saying ready. So after you get under the bar, load up the bar and walk out, you got to be parallel. Then that's when the judge says down. So when the judge says down, me as a coach, I'm saying down, 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 down. And then I'll say up. And once I say up, you have to hold the weight still. And then that's when the judge tells you rack. And then you rack it. But you have to watch out too, because after you rack it, you can't walk out through the back. Because you walk out through the back, that's automatic disqualification.
What do you mean? Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like technical like rules with powerlifting. So like with that, for instance, with the squats, and then on bench, it's the same thing. So after you kind of get set up for bench, you get your arms ready. The other judge he'll say lift. So you'll get a lift off, and then he'll say down. And so once he says down, you'll be able to come up. So once you come up, then he'll say rack. And then once you rack it, then you'll be good.
I didn't know that. How much is state lifters lifting?
Oh, dude, state was the craziest, excuse my language, craziest shit ever. That was the funnest. That was probably one of my funnest times right there. My little 3-year career going to state, man. We had a kid, man. He was, hardest worker, man. And what's crazy is he was a junior, so he's coming back this year and he's getting even stronger. My boy Chewy, great kid. Man, it's so crazy. It's like you're in a coliseum. There's probably about at least maybe over 1,500, 2,000 people in that coliseum.
Damn.
All eyes are on you. So when you get that first lift off, it's like shit is real, because you got all eyes literally on you, looking at you.
I think my little cousin did that this year.
Good for
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He went to Sundown.
You know what? Oh, no shit. Sundown is a powerlifting powerhouse.
He's a big boy.
What's his name?
Isaiah Flores.
I have to see a pic. You got a
It's a
pic?
pretty common name, though.
Yeah.
Because Sundown they have some
So
big
what are
boys
those?
up there.
But what are they benching? How much?
Man, so in Chewy's class, and get this, he's a 148. He's weighing 148. His guy that got first overall broke a record. He was benching over 315 pounds. If I'm correct, yeah, 315 pounds.
Damn.
That's a lot for a 148
Yeah, it
pound
is.
kid. Also, I witnessed the kid. I don't know if you heard of this kid. He's from Cooper. Strongest dude ever. I think he's a 198, 181. I can't remember. He deadlifted over 740 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
I seen him warming up on deadlift for 405 pounds like it was
Nothing like the
nothing.
bar.
I was like in awe. I said, oh shit. I said, this kid is strong. And then I also seen a kid, and this went viral too, this kid. He squatted over 900 pounds.
Oh my
It's a
God.
fucking car.
That fucking bar is bending.
That bar was
Yeah, it's
bent
bending
like a
that.
rainbow.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. It was definitely, something cool
Those
to
guys
see.
going to college.
Yes.
Football?
Actually, you can go to college for powerlifting
I
as
didn't
well.
know that.
I didn't know that either till I got there, and we had another one of our guys. He made it to regionals, but he didn't make it to state. We went and talked to a recruiter, to one of those recruiters out there, and he was kind of telling us, about the whole process of, there's two divisions you can do when you're in college. You could do one that's straight raw, where you're not having no suits. It's just, it's crazy. You're lifting without a suit on everything, and then you have your normal powerlifting where you have the suits.
Yeah, I was just wondering if that was happening.
Nah, no sir.
Well, anyways, so yeah, where was it held at?
The state powerlifting meet was in Abilene.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Tyler County Expo Center. It was, like I said, man, it was a badass experience, man. And it's just like, if you're going in there as a state qualifier, man, you have to get that first lift. That is the one where you shit bricks, because all eyes is on you.
How many tries do you get?
You get 3 tries per lift.
But those guys that are winning are doing it once.
So once you get your first lift, you can go up weight each time.
Okay.
So let's say you don't get, let's say let's say you're going up there and you're squatting, and we'll say 385. Okay.
You know it.
Okay. Let's say you don't get it your first time. Second time, you go for 385 again, but you don't get it. Now your third and final time, you're going to squat 385 and you don't get it. You're done. You bombed out. That means you can't compete for the rest of the day.
Damn.
That's in powerlifting in general.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah, dude, it's an adrenaline. I'll tell you that.
But what if you get it the first time? Are you done?
No, so if you get 385 your first time, then you can start going up weight.
But what if you don't want to, or you're
You have to, yeah. You got to.
I'm like,
It ain't like you know how you're
is
done.
it like, so is it like in 5-pound increments? Is that how it goes?
It's however many pounds you want to go up.
So if you get it the first time and miss the second two, you still count the first one?
Yes. So if you get it the first time and you don't get it the second time, you can redo it, or it's up to the judge. You can go up weight, but it depends on how much weight you want to do. So here's a crazy fact. So I'll go back to regional powerlifting meet, man. We had about 9 kids make it, which was good, real good. Shout out to the head powerlifting coach Dean. That boy's he's a hoss out there.
Shout out
Shout out him. He's a great dude. Went to school with him too. Well, we had Chewy, man. He was battling. It was a battle for a second, man. It was probably the funnest, craziest, experience I had that day. Well, there was a kid that was trying to take his spot. He had went up 60 pounds on deadlift. He went from getting 415 to going to 475 and didn't get it. And when that kid didn't get it, then that's when our guy Chewy ended up getting second. And it was crazy. It was a lot of pandemonium in there.
Man, we have to check that out one day.
I believe this year coming up, we're gonna have a powerlifting meet and post. So have a powerlifting meet and post, man. Y'all, come on. It's you enjoy it. It gets crazy.
It sounds like fun, dude.
It's fun, man. Just seeing kids compete, man. It's like it's kind of like a sport where you're not getting coached as much, but it's like I would say kind of like track. You're competing against others.
I guess that's one thing I miss is competing.
Competing. That's what it's all about. Buddy. Man,
competing's so fun.
Competing is fun, man. That's what I love about it too. That's my itch right there. Competing.
Dude, yeah, that's cool, man. I'm excited for post. That's gonna be. Man,
I'm excited too, man. The future's just so bright over there, man. It's so bright. Then you just have kids who are just so bought in. From middle school to high school, kids are bought in, and man, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be real good. You got great coaching staff too, so it's gonna be good.
What are y'all? 2A?
2A, yes sir.
Who won state last year in 2A?
Damn, 2A, who won it?
And that mosquito.
Holly,
Texas.
Holly, Texas.
Damn.
So, I mean, don't get me wrong. State's that's the goal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
State's a goal. So, I mean, as long as we make it to playoffs this year, then we'll make some noise. And we're real confident. These boys they've been busting ass in the weight room. So
how do you keep these young children out of trouble? How do you instill that into them, or is that up to them?
Man, I feel like that's something that they have to learn to do on their own.
That kind of sucks because you're young, dumb, full of cum, and you're out there trying to make like grown up ass rules, which I get it. You gotta learn, but
Man, I feel like at the end of the day, that's the decision they have to make.
Do you ever feel like though that's what small towns kind of miss is like that drive to win, like that competitiveness? Because I feel like here it's like you're in Pee Wee football here, and you're like, I'm trying to play for friendship so I can go to college. So I can, I'm going D1. Like they put that shit. I guess there's a lot more resources in these big towns, big cities, than like a smaller town. Do you think that competitiveness is still in them?
I would say, at least, everybody has to compete at the end of the day, whether you want to make, whatever team you want to be on, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, any of those sports, you have to compete. But I mean, yeah, I would say there's a lot of kids who lack that, competing. A lot of kids who are bought into their programs, especially here at the big schools. I feel like here in the big schools, you can get away with a little too much as compared to a smaller school.
What do you mean by that?
Just kids missing practice.
Oh,
kids just want to show up on game days, that type of stuff.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Damn.
Yeah, back in post, that's something that's not cool. We're not flying by with that.
That's good though.
Yeah, I mean, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, if you look at it here in Lubbock, I feel like there's a lot of kids who aren't wanting to go to these Lubbock schools anymore. You know, I was chopping it up with one of my boys earlier. I was saying like how all the Lubbock's athletes are starting to like move out. You know, you start to see these smaller towns starting to get, you know, predominantly very good athletes, you know, boys and girls side. You know, you got New Home, who's recently on the rise.
A lot of people moving out there.
Ropes too on the rise. Lubbock Cooper, excuse me, just built a new school, also on the rise. There's a lot of great coaches that are going to that school. They even have a badass football field and track.
They get a new one?
Yep.
Damn.
Badass. It's badass.
Cooper,
yep.
Jesus Christ.
I think Liberty Patriots is what they're called.
So Liberty.
Yeah. And, you know, you got all these kids moving out there, and I think it's kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, they want to compete, but I think it's more of they actually want to have playing time. And, you know, once you get a lot of good athletes going out there to these small towns, I mean, you see them start making a lot of noise.
Yeah, because in like post, you play offense and defense, right?
Yes, you're
playing the whole time.
Yeah, as compared, you know, even compared over here in Lubbock, you don't even. I mean, there's kids who actually kind of like in post too. They play both ways.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. Just the way I say, just like in Lubbock in general, just how big it's getting. You know, all these suburb towns starting to.
There's a lot of development out in New Home. I've seen it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of motherfuckers going out there.
A lot of people going out there.
South Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
Shallow water
too. Yeah, that's always been New Deal, Abernathy. You know.
Deal. The Lions, right?
Yeah, the Lions. Yeah, it's just. I mean, you just start getting a lot of. I mean, how I see it is just athletes that just want to, like how we're talking about, compete, want to have playing time, want to win games. You know, they're gonna go somewhere where they can, you know, get their shine on.
Do you think kids are born with like athletic intelligence? Do you think you can coach that? You know what I mean? Like not just being athletic, but like saying as a quarterback, you can read a defense and move. Like it's second nature to you to react in a football way. Do you think that's something kids are born with, or can they learn that?
Oh, they can learn that.
Like
that's something.
Being like football smart. I've always heard it like being baseball smart.
Baseball smart. Oh yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's something that they learn. They develop. Man, I would say
watching film,
video
game,
YouTube as well. Yeah, you know, YouTube has a lot of shit too. TikTok. I get a lot of defensive line drills off TikTok.
For real?
Yeah. Damn. YouTube. Yeah. Just put in D line drills. TikTok is basically the new Google. If you were to look at it like that. I'm not lying, bro. TikTok
That's
is
the
the new
reality
Google.
you're trying to deny.
Am I right, Hella Saw? TikTok's the new Google.
I will look up a tutorial on TikTok before I go to YouTube now.
Can't wait till AI comes out and ruins all of that. Yeah.
Oh shit! But I mean, I'm being for real. Like I could just literally put defensive line drills in TikTok.
You know what you should do? You should make fake TikTok videos. You should make them like fuck them up. You know what I mean? Like make like defensive drills, but like that are gonna fuck the players up and make them slower.
Oh,
That's what you should do. This is why I don't watch TikTok, because my little warped
And then
brain's
one
like.
day there's gonna be an article about the
article
worst
about me.
football coach of all time or something.
My warped brain's like, these motherfuckers are probably putting these videos out to fuck you up. I would. There ain't no rule against that. Like if you're a big head coach, like, hey, hire some minions, like, hey, tell these motherfuckers to do this so we can play against that.
Play against that? Yeah, that's funny. I never thought of it as that.
This is why I don't get on TikTok. I'm too warped in the head, brother.
I watch a lot of shit on TikTok besides D-line drills, you know.
I'm about to throw this conversation for a loop.
Ahead.
Today, I don't know how true it is. There are some big articles of these whistleblowers saying that the United States government is in possession of artifacts or aircrafts that are not of this origin, and we possess the spacecrafts and the pilots of them. So I don't know why it's not bigger news, but apparently we are in possession of alien artifacts with the aliens that crash landed. What do you think about that?
I feel like, okay, so.
What do you think about aliens?
All right, I'm glad you brought that up. Our aliens. All right, I feel like they're watching us. The aliens are watching us. Because let's think about it. All right, whatever's out there is out there. If they really wanted to come out here and get us, they could have came a long time ago. Well, that's how I see it. They could have came a long time ago, but I think they noticed how stupid we are.
So I've heard I'm just gonna get
I'm being
into it. I
insane.
want to talk about it because it's fun to talk about.
Yeah, yeah.
I've heard two different scenarios. So I've heard that we bait them with nuclear bombs and then we kill them. Then I was watching this documentary about a spacecraft that landed in Brazil. It didn't land. It got the reason because you think like if it can get here, then how the fuck did we take it down? Well, I had heard this idea in Brazil that it was in a thunderstorm and a lightning strike is the reason it was crashed. So I'm like thinking like, well, that makes sense. They can probably detect our military. They probably can't control the weather.
Oh no, I don't think
So
so.
if they're in a storm and they get shot down by lightning, that makes a lot more sense than getting shot down by our missiles.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, man, we probably do have these things, but it would be very interesting for them to just flat out say, yeah, we have it, here it is.
But that's just how I feel, man. I just feel like they're looking at us and they're probably like they're watching us go to war with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they probably see that and they're probably like, why attack that? Like, they're fighting against one another.
You're a good Christian, God-fearing man.
Yeah.
Does that fuck with your faith if aliens are real?
I'm gonna say no.
Me either.
It's not. I mean, the reason I say that is because, I mean, like I said, if they're there, they're there.
What do you
know what I'm
mean
saying?
fuck with your faith? What does that have to do with faith?
Well, I've heard a lot of people say if aliens are real, then, well, you want to hear one crazy fucking
But what does
conspiracy.
that have to do
Let me
with
hear this.
faith?
I'm
It would
ready to
be
hear
a
this.
reality. That's
Yeah,
all it would
I've
be.
heard.
Conspiracy.
I've heard in my own ears like these guys are like, well, then, that means, okay. Here's a crazy thing I heard recently read that there is a group of aliens that were around. They've been around and they've been watching us, and they had heard. They kind of integrated into humanity, and they'd seen this. They deemed him to be a bright, super smart, too smart for its own good, and it was Jesus. So they took him. So there's this one civilization somewhere in the world on our planet that these aliens live in, and they bring all these bright minds and they teach them and they give them wisdom and they basically enlighten them. Jesus being one of them. And then when Jesus died, they took him in. He died, but so they took him in a spacecraft off this earth. He didn't ascend into heaven. It was the fact that they were like, this is a unique specimen. We're going to take him home to our land because we find this guy to be very unique. And the reasons the aliens left was because they were like, humanity's evil. They killed him. They killed this enlightened fella. We don't like humans. We're out of here. So I had heard that. I don't know. It's just shit I'm throwing out in the podcast.
Man,
right
that's
now.
wild. I never.
And I'd heard President Nixon, one of the presidents had heard this. This is the true story. This is the story of all the people that know the truth about Earth here. And then he was like crying about it and shit. So I'm like,
Damn.
and I've heard people say like it fucks with people's religions, all the world's fates if aliens are real. But I don't think so. I think it makes me believe in God even more.
Yeah.
Because he probably created them, or who created them? Who knows?
Yeah.
If they're real, I hope they're real. I fucking hope aliens are real. That'd be so cool.
I mean, that's my thing. I bet they're smart as hell.
I don't want to leave Earth, but
They're smart as hell. I would say that.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking leave Earth. I would never leave Earth, but I think it'd be cool.
Do you think? Okay, speaking of this, Earth and aliens, do you think we really, walked the moon?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think we did, but I don't think we recorded it.
We recorded
The
it.
shit that you see on the videos is fake, but I do think we landed on the moon.
We landed on the moon.
Yeah, Neil, whatever his name is.
Neil Armstrong.
Sorry, I don't want to disrespect him. Did walk the moon, but I don't think that video you see. I think Stanley Kubrick was
The Russian, is that the Russian?
No, it's a
That's Russian.
filmmaker.
Oh, a filmmaker.
Clockwork
Okay.
Orange,
Oh, okay.
The
okay.
Shining.
The Shining.
The Shining. Oh, okay. Okay.
Those are dark things. He was hired by the CIA to make a video
Oh, damn.
that the people have seen. That's what I believe. I know. I don't. Who the fuck knows? What do you think?
That's what I think. All right, with the technology that we have, now, why haven't we went back up there? Have we went back up there?
Probably.
Probably. Then why
One
hasn't?
of those fools that ancient aliens believes there's fucking pyramids on the moon.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
That's just my thought. Like, why haven't we went up there? And if we have went up there, why hasn't that been recorded? With all the technology shit we got now.
Well, you could say all the technology we have now is because of the shit that they invented to go to the moon. So I mean, I don't know though. It's just fun shit I like to think about.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's
Elon
why,
Musk, get your ass up there, man.
That's why I don't get on TikTok, because then I can get down a rabbit hole of absolute mania.
That's right.
I've been corrupted since the last time we talked. I've been corrupted by the bullshit.
My goodness, excuse me.
I don't know how much how much of it is bullshit, because a lot of it's coming true, but I don't know.
I mean, who knows?
I put my faith back in the good Lord, because I'm like, this is too much for me to fucking.
There's a lot of crazy shit out there. I'll say that.
Oh boy. Do you dream? Do you remember your dreams?
I try to. You know what's crazy? I try to remember my dreams all the time.
But you have dreams, vivid dreams.
Yes.
I've had a lot of vivid dreams recently. Dude, I had a dream the other night. You know, God bless, but I was hanging out with fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my goodness.
Why am I on this island with this fool?
What happened?
I just seen him, and I woke up. I was like, why did I see Jeffrey Epstein on this fucking island? That was one of the weirdest dreams of my life. And then I had another dream. I was locked up in this fucking church.
Wow.
And I was trying to follow Jen. She wouldn't fucking come to me. And she kept leaving me. And I was like, why? And then that dream was weird, because days went by.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, today's Wednesday. I'll get out of here Friday.
Yeah.
I was like, today's Thursday. I'm going to get out of here tomorrow. It was a weird dream, man. I've been having weird
crazy.
fucking dreams recently.
Damn.
Oh, no. I remember my dreams.
Yeah, I try to remember my dreams,
remember
you know. Tell people about
Very
them.
visceral, fucking crazy dream.
Right.
Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know what
That's
the hell
crazy.
it was. Fucking weirdest dream ever. Oh, no.
That's funny as fuck.
It was not funny. I was like, "Oy, what the fuck does that mean?"
You know something that we don't know, bro?
Did you see that shit? Like the Island Boys are hanging out?
I seen something about
I
it,
think
but
that's what made me
anything
dream about
that I see about stupid ass dudes like that, it's not even, man.
Well, it makes sense why they're so fucked up.
Yeah.
They're a product of that.
I thought it was like
Epstein.
an AI photo.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, they got me.
I seen something like that. I seen an article, but I didn't read it.
Gotta read the articles, man. They're a bunch of hoopla too. I don't fucking know, dude.
It's all mud washing. Is that what it's called? Mudslinking.
Mudslinging.
Mudslinking. Say mud
I
washing.
don't know.
Mudslinking. Yeah.
I don't believe anything though, but I like to fucking spook myself out. That's what I think about the aliens.
See what the hell they say.
A lot of other shit, but we're talking to a coach here, so I can't get political. But
I mean, I'm not too political.
no, we can't get political on this podcast. Not anymore.
Yeah. That's for the
watch,
birds.
You gotta watch Pirate Radio if you want to hear me get political. But back to the other stuff. Shout out to, yeah, man, it must be really cool to see these young kids grow.
It is, man. It is. It really is. You know, I think of it as this, and
That's the CIA right there coming after us.
they're coming after me. Oh well, I lived a hell of a life, so can't.
No, but yeah, you like to. I mean, I imagine it's a very cool thing to see kids grow.
I think I see it as this. Okay, I was like, all right. Obviously, how do I want to be remembered? But when my passing comes, I wonder like how many of these kids will attend my funeral.
Oh shit!
I say that. I mean, because I think
that's a wild thing to say.
I mean, it's wild, but I think it's also cool because, when I do pass, I mean, whoever's there, they're gonna have open mic time. I just want to be able to at least, know what they would say about me.
T. That's a good thing to think about. You think about death a lot?
Nah, that was just one thing that just kind of goes through my head. It's like, all right, like the kids that I've impacted, when I do pass, I'm sure they'll all, see me,
So you plan on having a long coaching career?
That's the goal, man. Hopefully if I can make it, retire, then that's the goal.
I saw this timeline of the Miami Heat coach. Like what he was like in '98. He was like their
video assistant
to the video. Some shit. So he's just like worked his way up.
Yeah.
Gradually making his way from video for the team to like just gradually to becoming an NBA coach that's sent the team to the finals 6 times, I believe. Or
I don't. Let me see. I'm trying to think.
4 or 5.
Times, yeah.
Because they went 3 with LeBron and 2, so he's been there 5 times. Maybe 6 with the Wade. I don't know if he was there, but so it was cool to see.
Yeah, just
like his like beginnings to now, coaching at the most elite level, the most important games of the season. He's coaching. I'm like, damn, That's fucking cool.
Crunch time. Yep. It's a badass thing, man. You know, and I'm hoping, you know, I at least have a story similar to that, you know, just working my way up. And,
no, yeah, I was going to say too, because I've been listening to a lot of old heads. That's who I like to listen to.
Oh yeah. Same here, man.
They say that's what a lot of people don't want to do.
Oh, move up in the rankings.
Like, motherfuckers don't want to like work shit jobs. Like, you know, like if Joe Rogan was like, you want to be clean up my shit at my studio, I'm like, dude, I'm there.
Yeah,
I'm fucking there, dog. Like, I don't think a lot of people sit there and talk and have ideas of goals, but like, you gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere.
And sometimes it is doing the shit you don't want to do for a lot, almost for free. Sometimes I was with that coach. What I saw was like cool. And like, dude, that's a fucking. All these kids that you're coaching and throughout the country should see that, because that's like true for life.
Yep.
For anything, like you want to be a principal, you're not going to be a principal right out of college.
Yeah, hell no.
Most of the time, anyways.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do hair, you're not going to be at the fucking salon that you want. That's like, you know. I was thinking about that, like even you coaching, like starting at OL Slayton.
It was actually Dunbar. So man, I mean, what's crazy? I was thinking about that shit too. Like I went through.
Kill him.
I went through a lot of, you know, rough times in my life, man. And I think that was kind of, you know, the start of it, man. A lot of people don't know too. I was subbing at Dunbar during that time period, subbing, and you know, I got blessed with an opportunity, man. Another shout out to that boy Coach O, man. He gave me an opportunity, man. It's like I felt like he saw something in me too, you know. Not only did he help me, become a better coach. He helped me realize what the difference was between a coach and a motivator. At that time period, I kind of felt like I was more of a motivator than I was a coach. And, you know, that's when I first learned how to coach, you know, through him. And so, you know, just for that, you know, month period, you know, he kind of just showed me the ropes and, you know.
Does that mean like
show my way?
Instead of like, hey guys, go get it. You're in their ass. Like you didn't do this.
Yeah. You didn't do that. Right. Correcting them on the sidelines. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Yeah. And I was just like, come on guys, let's go, you know, being motivational and shit, you know, as to, hey, this is what you did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to come off this block more. You know, you got to, if you're double teaming, you know, double team the nose, you got to get that linebacker, you know, or reading that guy, you know, that type of shit.
Is that kind of a tough thing to do, to be a coach? To coach these kids, like get in their ass, is that you got to ease into that, or is that just something that you had to like learn?
What's that?
Saying like,
learning how to coach.
To correct a kid seems like fucking like, all right, I got to do it. I'm gonna correct you, man. You fucked up.
Nah, it just came. It was like first, you know, kind of like I wouldn't say first nature, but it was just like being a sponge, you know, just learning, soaking it all in.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just one of those, you know what I'm saying, one of those things, and then once I learned that, man, I just took off with it. You know what I'm saying? Took off with it, and then that's when I went at Dunbar very long, man. Cause like I said, I wasn't getting paid too well. Shoot, probably, I mean, bringing like $800 home like every 2 weeks, man, and that, you know, that's nothing to survive off of. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, another job opened up at Smiley Wilson, like right before it shut down. It shut down right when COVID shut down. That. Yeah, shut down right when COVID did, and I was that was rough too, man. I was a math teacher, you know. I didn't, you know, to be honest, I didn't know shit about math, and I was out there, you know, trying to teach these kids math, and it was rough, man. I didn't like kind of have the resources that I had at that time period, you know, but I did work with, you know, some great teachers too during that time that, you know, they helped me out with some of the math things, and then, you know, COVID happened, and then, you know, there was just a period where I was like, man, what's my next move gonna be? You know, I was like, what do I do? Because, you know, school shut down and teaching online. I was like, should I stick with this shit? So I ended up, you know, I did. And that's when I went to Atkins too. And that was, you know, being at Atkins too was also another learning lesson. You know, it was just one of those things where, you know, I was learning how to be a teacher. You know, I was basically like a first year teacher during that time, which was like 3 years ago, excuse me, you know, and it was just one of those things that was, you know, learning for me, you know, not learning to get as mad at these kids, you know what I'm saying?
Summertime, these bugs are out.
Yep, as I should be, you know. And, you know, that's where I learned how to be a teacher. And then when I got to Lamesa, it was just like, I mean, it got rougher, you know, but it was just, I feel like at Lamesa, it was just a test of my patience. Yeah, it was a test of my patience. Yeah, patience, just with everything that was going on, man. It was just like, man, it was real rowdy out there. But I mean, like I said, even though it was rowdy, I still learned from great mentors out there too, as well. You know, and also one thing I mean that I got from out there, you know, I also became a better coach out there. You know, I never saw myself becoming a basketball coach. Never in my life ever saw myself becoming a basketball coach. And then it was just one of those things, man. The AD there, he was just like, man, you want to, you know, you're going to be doing basketball. And I was like, fuck. I was like, all right. I was like, I could barely even shoot, you know, shoot better even, you know, yet make a layup. And so like what I did, man, is I went to all his high school practices, man. And I just soaked it in like a sponge. And then he was like, man, he's like, you know, if you want to join us in the season, you know, do stats. He's like, you're more than welcome to, you know. He's like, I'll put you in a role too as a coach with us. And that's what I did, man. You know, I was thankful for that because I learned how to coach basketball. And man, I'll tell you what, that was fun. Coaching basketball, man, dude, it was fun. I know
nothing about basketball.
And I was the same way. I didn't know nothing. I went to his practices, man, and he just showed me the ropes, man, you know. And, you know, shout out, you know, Coach One as well. And also to my boy, Coach Jones too. Another great mentor too, that he showed me the ways of coaching basketball out there.
So what are some of your long-term goals with coaching?
With coaching, man, just so like long-term, like, so
do you have any
long-term goals? Yeah, it's you know, just getting a state ring, man. That's
in football.
That's football state ring. You know, winning state as a team in powerlifting as well. And then track, I'm still kind of learning in track, but I mean, how would I say, you know, getting kids to state, you know, regionals in track. But, you know, just like I said, the ultimate goal, man, is just me making an impact on my students, athletes in general, man. That's probably the most long-term goal right there, is seeing them, you know, obviously graduate high school and, you know, hoping that they graduate college too. That's probably the ultimate goal right there, seeing them graduate college.
Well, you're gonna cry, aren't you?
I'd probably cry, man. I really would, man, just because, you know, I mean, like I said, you know, there's all the kids that I've, you know, whether it's in Post, Atkins, Lamesa, etc. There's a lot of hardworking kids out there, man, and I just hope that, you know, they could use. It's like I tell them, man, this right here, the mind. Hey, you can do whatever it takes you, man. Whatever the hell you want to do, hey, go for it.
So in your short career that you've had, what have these kids taught you? What's one thing they've taught you?
It's patience.
Yeah.
Patience, man. It's one thing that, I mean, I've learned to deal with is patience. Because there's times where I just want to, you know, beat the shit out of them. On the
classroom, both?
Yep, and both, yep. On the field and in the classroom, yeah. Just want to, you know, I mean, excuse me, friend, you just want to beat the shit out of them. But, I mean, you know, there's days where, you know, they love you, man, because, you know, they're with you 8 hours a day. They're with you, you know, than they are with their parents sometimes. And you just learn to grow, you know, growth as well. You know, you learn to grow with them and just, you know, really learn how they are, how they act. And so
is it weird that you know a lot of those kids, or you know their family?
At first it was, and then like I was, and then I just kind of got a kick out of it, laughed.
That is pretty wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
You partied with their parents.
Yeah, partied with their parents. Yeah, and it's funny, and you know they laugh at it too. I mean, but I think it's just, you know, the comfort that they've built with me, and I've built with them. You know what I'm saying, that we could just all laugh at that type of shit.
Well, it's the summertime. Do any of them listen to the podcast? Somebody at Smiley Wilson, right? You remember that?
Yeah, I can't remember somebody. Yeah, but your little bros also do too.
Oh fuck!
Because that was the first thing we talked about when I first got to know them. They're like, oh yeah, we know the pod. I mean,
shout
like I said,
them, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all my kids, man. Like, I guess I could say it like this, you know. I mean, man, it's just every kid has had a very, very positive impact in my life, man. You know.
Well, that's good.
It's, you know, it's a blessing to be able to do what you love, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And man, it's just, you know, I look forward to going to work every day. I'm blessed that I can say that, because there's a lot of people who don't, you know, like going to work.
Most motherfuckers.
About at least 80%, I'd imagine.
Shit. I'd say 95. 95.
95%.
Motherfuckers hate their job. That's crazy.
Man, but it's
mosquitoes.
it's it's just like I said, it's all about the impact, man. It's all about the kids at the end of the day. It's not about the money, not about the wins. It's just about the impact, man, that you can have on them.
Jen, you know when J-Bo graduated college at Lubbock Christian, me and Tyrone went?
Oh man, I was thinking about that dude.
We went to his graduation party. And
Ty.
He got a little too rowdy.
Yeah, he got a little too turned. Man, dang. He was a good dude, man. I mean, regardless of what he done, he was still a good dude.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything bad.
He was just too turned.
He was a nasty old man. That's just the truth.
My family got a kick out of him, at least.
He was trying to holler at some of J-Bo's family.
Yeah.
His mom or something. I don't fucking know. Because we went to J-Bo's graduation party, and I knew it was going to be trouble. So I was like an hour in, I was like, hey, Tyrone, I got to leave. So I had to get his ass out of there and take him home. It was like a motherfucker to get his ass out of there.
Oh, man.
Tyrone.
R.I.P., man. Long live him.
For real. Oh, man. That was we've had some crazy times together.
Oh, man, dude. The amount of times
I've seen you do some wild shit in my life.
You know what's
People don't
fun?
believe me. I've seen you walk through a wall. I didn't see it. He walked through a wall. Though.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly believe you fucking somehow transcend reality. You yourself might be an alien.
I don't know. I hope not.
Because I've seen you. I have two witnesses. You walked through a wall, which was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. To this day, I don't know.
Yeah.
Me, Grant, and I think
G. James. Yeah, G. James.
Me, Grant.
And Parker. It might have been Parker too.
Parker.
Yeah.
Have I told you a story?
Mm-hmm.
This is a fucking.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
Man,
I think I've seen you float. I've seen you.
HL concert.
So I've seen you. One of my favorite stories is like when you float the river. Obviously, you go with the flow of the river. You just sit your ass on a tube and you go. If the river's going down, you're going down.
Yeah.
Somehow, this man defies gravity again. He went up. Like he got lost up.
Yeah.
We didn't lose him we didn't lose him the way you're supposed to lose people. We lost you going up. I don't. To this day, I don't know. And my mom was there, so she can
Yeah. She'll tell you, and Dave tell you too.
They're not liars.
I
don't know how these are the things. I'm not lying. Like I'm putting everything I own on, which isn't much, but I put everything I own on these stories. Like I don't know how you did that. Because we used to go float the river a lot before you started coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen you do some crazy things.
Yep.
I've seen you try to crowd surf. That didn't go too well.
Oh, man. Yeah, that didn't go well at all.
They didn't catch him.
Yeah. How I survived that? I mean, man, I don't know. But that was fun. That was fun as hell.
We're
That was a
talking
legendary
like
concert.
we went to a concert for a man who's headlining. Like it's his show. It's a very intimate concert, but it's still his show. It's
a small venue.
Yeah.
Small venue.
And so I mean, like if you're touring, like it's your show. He grabbed the mic out of the fucking guy whose fuking show it is.
He brought me up stage. I guess he saw me turned up.
He brought you up on stage, but you grabbed the mic off of him and then you gave it back and you jumped in the crowd.
And like when I got up, everybody started jumping.
Yeah, it was. That was. I don't know.
I wish I'd go back. That was probably the greatest concert. And I've been to some concerts. That might have been the greatest up there.
That was fucking nuts.
Concerts.
Shout out to HL.
HL, man. Shout out.
We went to
Jambalaya. You remember Jambalaya?
I was telling Jen about that because when we went to Vegas, there was a guy who didn't have a shoe. Or no, there was just a random shoe on the ground.
Your uncle's shoe.
It was like my uncle on a racetrack in the middle of the summer in Dallas lost his shoe. Like, how do you lose shoes? I have so many J-Bo stories. Like, I'm thinking about them right now.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was, Jambalaya. That was the hardest. And that's when I never realized I had anxiety or claustrophobic till that time.
Yeah. It
was bad. It was bad. We saw the Migos. At least we can honestly say we saw the Migos. Man, RP the Migos. Young Dolph. Young Dolph was there too.
Oh, shit.
Yep. We saw him.
You're a curse.
Man, dang. That was some cool concerts, man. Some real good. You didn't. Speaking of the Vegas trip, man, how was that?
Oh man, it was insane. It was a good time. It's a hell of a place. I don't know how people live there.
Did you get drunk out there?
Fuck yeah, I was fucked up.
Every day?
No, not every day, but I was fucked up walking. I could tell you a story.
So we
got there Thursday, I think we just chilled Thursday night. So Friday we did things. The show was Saturday.
Oh, okay,
And we walked the strip, and Jen got a little too twisted, so she went to sleep. So I went to the casino to gamble. And
Hey, did you hit?
Nah, it fucking suck.
Oh, damn.
But I got faded. This is like later in the night. I got fucked up, and I got lost in the fucking casino. Like, so there's like 2 areas where you could stay. And I went to the other one, and my card wasn't working, so I was like freaking out. I was like trying to have people help me get to the room, and I did. And then I go to 2069 was 22, floor 20, room 269. It's the same on the other building, and I'm fucking putting my key in. So God bless whoever was in that room, because I was in the wrong building.
Oh shit!
So I'm like, why is this not working? And I'm like gonna freak out. And then I see the fucking hallway, and the hallway's way narrower and more lit. So I'm like, did I go in another world? Like I didn't know where I was at. And I was like, fucking. So I was like, I'm gonna go back down to figure my way out. And I had to walk down some fucking stairs. And
oh shit!
So that was probably the most faded I was. And the fucking fucked up shit about it was, this is like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I get up early that day, Friday, or I get up early Saturday morning. Damn. And those people are still gambling.
Yeah.
Dressed to the nines, still gambling at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, this place never ends.
Never sleeps.
These motherfuckers are nuts.
So while you're gambling, did they give you free drinks? 'Cause that's what I've heard, that they
no, I
they
think
give
that
you
was
complimentary
like
drinks.
At the big time people.
Oh,
or some
I got you.
shit.
Okay.
No. But yeah, we had a good time.
That's dope.
We
didn't y'all go to like a ghost what was that?
Yeah, it was cool. The haunted museum.
A museum.
Yeah.
Was it crazy?
Did you watch Ghost Adventures ever?
It's been a long time.
That guy has his museum.
Oh, for real? Was it badass?
It was cool. It was cool. I was I don't know. I've seen a ghost with my own eyes. But I didn't feel anything too crazy there.
Oh, I got you.
There's some, like, if the artifacts are real, there's some fucked up shit in that building. But
for real?
But wow. I mean, Jen had some paranormal experiences in that motherfucker. But,
oh, for real?
But
I heard my name get called by one of the dolls, and
wow.
I felt like something tapped me. But that was it.
Damn.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh my god. Yeah. So.
Hey, what's it called in legal up there?
Weed.
Mushrooms too.
Man.
Mushrooms too. What?
No point though, because you can buy it, but you can't do that shit in public.
You can't?
No, so fuck Vegas.
Yeah, I think you can.
I'm sure everybody does it in public.
It's everywhere.
They say it's illegal, but
oh, for real?
You get fined. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Pay it? You know,
just pay the shit, just like a speeding ticket.
No, just fucking.
No, you can get like a $500 fine.
Damn, that's pretty.
Just don't pay it.
Just don't pay it. And shrooms early? What?
Apparently, they had shrooms at the fucking dispensaries.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I don't smoke or nothing, but I just think that shit's wild.
I mean, it should be legal.
Yeah, I mean, because everybody does it.
I don't fucking smoke, but
same here. I don't either.
It should be fucking legal. Jesus, I've seen you do some wild things that we can't talk about on this podcast. Oh yeah,
I did a lot of wild things. Hey, that's in my past, y'all.
Can I tell this one story?
Just go ahead, bro.
It might have been. I was not 21, so it might have been New Year's Eve. It might have been New Year's 2016.
Oh Lord, that's the greatest year ever.
We partied at my uncle's house, and we were different men back then.
Yep.
God bless. The first thing I hear after the clock strikes midnight is, "Shut up, bitch! I'm talking to Roy."
I remember that. Yeah.
That's the first thing I hear in 2016. Like,
oh, that's how you knew it was gonna be a good year.
I was like, "Holy shit! This man is nuts." I will tell one more story. One time,
go ahead, tell one more story.
We were on Broadway, and we went out to Whataburger afterwards, and J-Bo makes himself at home and goes up to this group of girls and starts talking to them. And as he's talking to them, he's just eating their fries.
Oh,
never met the girls. Never met him. You see him rizzing it up, but he's fucking eating their fries.
Rizzing it up, eating fries.
He's just eating their fries. I'm like, dude, you're one wild man. You're a different man back then. I was like, you.
That shit ain't flying by.
To watch you float.
Yeah. That shit ain't flying by this year.
To watch you operate in the wild was a truly...
man.
That's why I said you're one of my favorite human beings. You're one of the most mythical characters I've met besides Tyrone. I think all his energy passed to you. You've done some fucking insane shit. Nothing like illegal or fucked up.
Nah, hell
but
no.
Just
fun,
like
funny
I said,
shit.
I seen you float up that river and I knew you were something else.
Oh man. That's crazy. Crazy shit,
I'm
man.
sure you've crowd surfed. I'm sure you've been to the moon. Who knows? You're an alien. You are an alien.
Nah, hell no. Oh man, that's funny.
I have a whole bunch of like pictures from back when we used to drink a lot at my uncle's.
Oh man, I think man, there's never gonna be a Ritz Carlton like that. I don't care anybody
I was just thinking about one of these pictures I have of you, where you were laying on your floor. You were like dead on your floor.
Oh
burning
yeah, I remember. That's when I first moved there. Oh
your
my
fucking
gosh.
eyes are just pitch black, bro. Yeah, I gotta when back when we used to drink like maniacs liquor at the
Yes.
your eyes would turn black like a fucking shark. I'm not lying. Your eyes would go pitch fucking
Oh
black.
my gosh.
And you knew it was like it was demon mode, like you were Beetlejuice mode.
Oh, excuse me.
Beetle mode almost.
Demon
'cause
mode.
your eyes would turn black, and I swear, in my drunken delusion, I seen your feet elevate above the ground and float. I have another person who can confirm that. By the way, we're factual scientists on this podcast.
Oh,
but
yeah.
these things I see and you do is insane. I don't know, man.
Hey, that was a liquor, bro.
And it was like
That was all liquor.
it's like when people do like psychedelics, they like see God and shit. It's like when you were drinking liquor, you were extraterrestrial. You traversed the unknown world, man. I don't know. I wish we could have recorded it.
Oh man, we should have.
Like people get ghost on video. I wish we
Get Rick Boat on video.
I wish we had got that on video because you did some insane things. Like I seen
Crazy
you.
shit. Yeah, very. I was a wild man.
I've seen you in 2 different places before. Like, this is, like,
Oh yeah. Damn. What about them Fuzzies days? Fuzzies back in like 2016, 2017 was
shout out to that lady who used to give us free pictures.
Yeah, whatever her name was, man. Shout out her. Free pictures.
Of what was it? The screwdriver? Fuzzy driver?
It was Fuzzy Driver and beer
2 of them. She'd give us them both at the same time.
at the same time. Yeah.
She probably got fired shortly after that.
I mean, hey, ain't no telling whatever happened to her, but man, that was probably a prime time to be partying in love with.
And you were quite the dancer too. You can dance. Well, you think you can dance, huh?
I felt like I could. I don't know if I could anymore. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So, who knows? Hey, before we log off, let's talk about one more minute.
Let's talk about
The Clusos.
Hold on. Give me a second. So I got a story for Clusos and we'll hear yours. Okay.
Yeah.
I am probably gonna leave like in the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
What happened?
I was supposed to go to that metal show.
There's a metal show?
Yeah, that house show.
That's tonight?
Yeah.
On a Monday?
Yeah.
I mean, we're about to end it, so you can go if you want.
Okay.
Because we're probably just going to talk about.
Okay, I
Crazy
figured
things.
because y'all are going down memory lane, and I'm like,
Not good.
I'm sorry.
Not. Hey, you good, Jen? It was good seeing you though, man.
I'm sorry. Bye, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry
You take
I
care.
was late.
Oh no,
It's
hey,
alright.
you're
And
fine.
I'm
You're
sorry I'm
fine.
leaving early. This is
I didn't know that was tonight. I thought it was Friday.
not like me at all to me.
Dang, they're turning up on a Monday.
Not necessarily. I just like death metal.
Dang.
13, man.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I thought it was Friday. I did it was today. Shout out to them.
That's
Damn.
tonight.
They're insane for doing these things.
On a Monday? That's crazy.
All right,
That's
we'll see
insane
y'all.
to be on a Monday.
God bless. Hella
Yes, ma'am. We
soft.
see you hella soft.
Lords of Film.
y'all.
So, Clusos,
Oh man, the great
legendary Clusos,
man. If y'all
which is
hear us
now
out
shut
there,
down.
no, it's
What's different? Is it still the same?
no, it's a.
Well, it's a different place. It's not Clusos.
There's no Clusos. They need to open that up.
Yeah,
If you
so,
hear us, we need Clusos back open. I'm joking.
Clusos is a club, and in that place, I saw somebody eating wings. And I don't understand how I saw that because they don't serve food, and there's a barbecue joint
Next door.
next door that doesn't sell wings either.
Mhm.
There's no food place like that within a mile radius of this place, and I'm guessing if you walk in there, they're not gonna let you bring food. So I mean, that's one of the fucking wildest things I've ever seen in my life. There's this man eating wings in this club, and then we met this guy from Africa who said he was my cousin.
Oh, that was
I think
crazy.
we like connected on some drunken level. And we wholeheartedly
Yeah.
believed we were fucking cousins. I seen another friend of ours throw up in the middle of just.
Oh yeah, I remember
He
that.
just went to a trash can and threw up. and walked out like he didn't think anybody saw him, which I clearly did.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You probably have way more memories of.
Man, I mean, just the times that we used to go, man, that was just memorable.
It was disgusting in that place.
I mean, hey, man, that was a fun time.
That's why we're immune to COVID and all that shit.
We survived a lot of crazy times
that
here.
disgusting fucking place was a cesspool, and we were in that
Man, for real.
acting a fool.
Man, what?
Man. I don't know, dude. I remember we asked somebody to watch your car, my uncle's, and nobody did.
Oh yeah.
We paid that guy, and he never fucking took the money and left.
Yeah, he just bounced out.
I respect it.
Yeah. Making a hustle.
Cluso's Broadway was insane.
Broadway was, man. Damn. Hey, do you remember when Tech I'll tell a lot of people this story too. When Tech made it to the Natty.
Yeah, man, I wasn't even in there. I wasn't there.
I thought you went with us.
I missed it. I should have went.
Oh,
when they burned down Broadway.
Man, that was like some movie shit right there. I seen them flip that car
That's
over.
one regret in my life is that I wasn't there.
I'm glad I went, man, because that shit was crazy. People on top of the chimney sign. That was the wildest time. Man.
They flipped the car.
Yes. If Lubbock, man, I don't think Lubbock will ever get back to that ever again.
Nah, they had a whole SWAT team out there the next game. Like we were.
People were on lime scooters while they were on fire. That shit was crazy.
It's cool.
It was.
You were there.
Saw it.
Did you participate?
No, hell no. No, hell no, I didn't. But it was just so crazy to see. I was like, man, this is Lubbock right now. That's crazy.
Fuck, dude. What a wild time in our lives.
Hell yeah.
Different man now, people. I just drink at bars. I don't go to clubs anymore.
I just drink at the house. I'm an old man now, so the old persona of me is retired.
The boat.
Who would have thought?
Docked.
Yo.
Oh god, what a fucking crazy time. Sometimes we didn't do anything crazy, but I was just like, damn, like we would do that and go to work the next day.
Yeah, I don't know how we did it.
Like nothing, dude.
Like nothing. Yep, exactly.
Oh my god.
Wake up and do it again.
Wake up and fucking turn up.
That was some fun times.
Shout out to Super Future.
Man, yep. Dirty Sprite 2.
Dirty Sprite 2 is legendary at this point in our lives.
Yep.
Well, man, I appreciate you coming on here.
Man, hey,
shit with me,
always thank you, brother.
What message do you have for the youth out there, man?
Youth out there, hey, man, just follow your mind, man. You know, this thing right here, man, it's like I tell them all the time, man, hey, when you can learn to defeat your mind, you will be unstoppable. You're going to be fucking beast mode. That's all you got to do.
I wish I learned that when I was younger.
Same here, dude. I tell them all the time, you learn this, fucking beast mode.
Yeah, man.
Do that. Beat that. You'll be beast
stay
mode.
away from women. Stay away from drugs. Pursue your goals.
Man.
People fuck everything else. It'll come, man. Everything else, the money.
Hey, it's all about hard work. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, hard work.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll. That'll come once you work your ass off towards the goal. That's what I have to tell you, little fuckers. Focus on yourself. Master your mind, like you're saying. Get some discipline, kids. Coach Aguilar, be on the lookout for posts as they rebuild. And
Revenge tour, baby.
There you go, man. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, brother.